Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. Oh, it says rotate my device. Okay, well they won't let me do the other way. So here we are. That feels weird on my hand. Okay, so hi everyone, happy Wednesday. So welcome to my Facebook Live Wednesday at 3 p.m. for at least the month of April. And we'll see how much more information I have to offer because I have a lot. So this is titled Holistic Happy Hour. I won't be here for a whole hour as much as I would like to, but I want to take Wednesdays to focus on wellness, well, particularly offering you information on wellness. Wellness is obviously a daily task, so the only way to be truly well is to understand our environment. So I don't know if some of you know, hopefully most of you do, that I recently wrote and self-published a book called Let Me Break It Down For You. And what's in this book is, it's a little bit about everything, I'd like to say. It's a little handy-dandy guidebook about understanding energy and frequencies in all forms. As you can see, you know, we're greatly affected by sun, moon. In this hand over here, we have the more healthier products, such as water and fruits. And on the other hand, in my other hand, I should say, we have things that are not so great, like packaged processed foods, toxic cleaners for our homes, things like that. So this week I want to focus on just understanding energy as a whole, as far as our being. So the reason I call it Holistic Happy Hour is because in order to understand what's happening within our body, we have to look at our whole entire environment. Okay, there are so many factors that will determine our health and our happiness. But the most important thing that you need to understand is that we are energy beings. Okay, we are frequencies, and there's frequencies everywhere. Everything sets off an electromagnetic frequency. Okay, so I'm sure you've heard the term EMF, right? Probably in relation to Wi-Fi or something like that. But everything gives off an electromagnetic frequency. So the quicker you understand that scientific concept, the quicker you will be able to understand your environment and learn how to heal. So my book has a bunch of scientific information. It has a lot about cells and how our cells generate and regenerate and what that process is. And as you know from science class, you know, they're made of protons, neutrons, and electrons. So there's energy, you know, it produces energy. Nothing can just happen, you know, even self-combustion is due to energy. So any type of existence or growing or reproducing or reproduction of cells, I should say, is all having to do with an energy field. Okay, so being that frequencies are everywhere, it's important to understand that frequencies are either harming you or they're healing you. And until you understand exactly what that means, you could think that you're doing everything right. You're like, I don't get it. I eat really well. I exercise. You know, I just have these health issues, or I've been sick all week, you know, all year, like 5 times, and taking supplements, or, you know, it could be, gosh, I'm feeling sad, I don't know why, or I just feel like, you know, I can't get ahead, like I'm doing everything I can to stay ahead in life and to go even further, and there's no movement. So if you're one of those people that say any of those things to yourself, the first thing I want to address, sorry, I have to redo my little selfie stick here because they wouldn't let me do the other way. It still won't. Okay, so the one thing I would like to address with you is that just be a little more gentle with yourself. okay? If you can be a little more gentle with yourself while you're trying to understand these things about your body, then it takes the stress off the urgency of needing to know. Okay, there's so much. The body is so fascinating. Like I'm all over the place right now because I have so much information and I want to give it to you all, but it's right here. By the way, before I forget, I have a free Q&A at Eve in Encinitas. So if you live in San Diego, it's going to be on April the 16th, which is a Tuesday at 7:30 at night. So if you can be there because you have a chance to ask all kinds of questions about some topics that I will be discussing in these Facebook Lives, and also some things that I discuss in my book. So today I was going to talk about, us being energy beings. So being that we're energy beings, we're going to be affected by all kinds of energies in our surroundings. Even something as simple as the concept of the full moon, right? They say people go a little crazier on the full moon, emotions are high, things are intense. Well, it's because there's a lot of energy going on in the air. We are energy beings, so we're going to be affected by energy, whether you physically feel it or not. It's happening. I happen to be extremely sensitive to energy, so I feel everything. I feel everything, even that's going on within you. If I'm around you in person, or even not, if I get to just see your face or see your eyes, like if we're on like a video chat, I can sense what's happening with you. And it's one of the reasons why I'm doing holistic healing consulting, is because I have this gift to be able to understand what could possibly be the root cause of somebody's inability to obtain their proper health and happiness. So there's not one particular thing that I do, because we're not all the same, right? So because we're not all the same, I don't do the same thing with everybody. So it's important that I assess. It's very personal work. Okay, the work that I'm doing with people is very deep. It's very personal. So it's important that you develop a trust with me, because we hide a lot of things. We hide from ourselves a lot, and that doesn't do anybody service. So it's really about peeling those layers and really getting to the bottom of what could be preventing any type of health and happiness in your life. So today I want to talk a little bit more about the energies that are surrounding you. Okay, so let's talk. There's 3 things that I touch upon in my book. One is just like the everyday energies, like Wi-Fi, cell towers, microwaves, like use of actually electric things, things giving off signals, emitting frequencies. So finding out how abundant those are in your surroundings is really, really, really important. And also finding out when they're most prominent and where they're most prominent. It's been studied that people who actually have their modem for their Wi-Fi in their... Hey, what's up? I see Anthony, Doug, and Aaron. I'm going to wave to you guys. What's up, guys? High five. So what's actually happening in your environment is greatly going to affect your ability to relax, focus, get rest, right? So the first little tidbit, if you don't already know, that I want to give you today is do not have your Wi-Fi modem in your bedroom. If you live in a studio apartment, well, that's a little tricky. However, the other thing, well, if you live in a studio apartment, it means you live by yourself, so you can monitor it a little easier. Obviously, you're going to pick up your neighbors. Like if you have lots of neighbors underneath you or next to you, obviously you're going to pick up their signals when you sleep. So there's, like I said, there's only so much that you can control in their surroundings, but there are things that you can do. So first and foremost, get that router out of your bedroom if it's there. Or if it's in an adjoining wall, like if it's next to your living room and your bedroom's next to your living room, shut it down at night. Okay, so I know it's really hard to remember, it's even remember, hard to remember to brush our teeth. So to remember to, well, you know, for some people anyway. So to remember to shut your modem down at night can be really hard. So my suggestion is to get a little timer. It's those little boxes that you can put in your outlet, and shut it off between like midnight and 6, so that you can allow your body that proper time to recover. According to Chinese medicine, our organs recover in 2-hour cycles. So from 1 to 3 is our liver, from 3 to 5 is our lungs. So if you find yourself waking at 1 to 3, which most people do, it's because your liver's working in overdrive. But that's a whole nother topic. We'll discuss that in the foods and moods section. So the way I break down my book is that the energy is around you, right, surrounding you. This energy is everywhere. If you do have a lot of neighbors and you have a very heavy Wi-Fi type, environment, my next suggestion is to get some type of orgone. You can get pyramids, you can buy pendants, you can buy bracelets, you can get all types of things to protect yourself from these signals. Now, I don't think people realize how damaging they are over time, long term, but I'm going to give you one very, very important reason why they're so damaging. When we sleep, I'm sure you've heard of the pineal gland or pineal gland, right? Otherwise known as our third eye. When we sleep, it is an opportunity for our pineal gland to produce melatonin. Now, melatonin is what we need in our body to help us fight off free radicals. Now, free radicals are those little things that pop up in our body that like to make us sick. Those are the things that cause disease and cancer. So if our melatonin production is not, able to happen in our sleep, then we are less likely to fight off those free radicals when they enter our body. And they're everywhere, okay? They're in lots of foods, they're in our air, they're in our water, they're in our soil. Like there's so many things in our environment, unfortunately, that are really, really harmful. And as the population grows and personal devices grow, and now they're installing this 5G network, as all these things grow, so are all the harmful frequencies that are going to be around you. And it's going to be that much harder to really be able to repair your body. So being aware of them is the first step. Taking steps to reduce them is the second step. There's lots of steps. So to stay focused on my Wi-Fi, that's my number one tip for today. Be careful where your Wi-Fi modem is, and don't have it on when you sleep. Turn your cell phone in airplane mode, unless you have children in college or something that you want to be accessed for emergencies or whatever, or children in general. There's no reason for you to sleep with your cell phone on. This is you time. This is time for your body to regenerate and replenish and get some rest and produce that melatonin. So turn your phone off in airplane mode, because even if your Wi-Fi is off, you're still picking up your cell phone data. There's still all those things pinging off of your phone in your surroundings. So the most important thing is restful sleep, because without restful sleep, our mind and body can't function to its optimal performance. So that's the first thing that I really wanted to cover in today's, is just understanding that there's energy that we can't really see energy, we can just feel it. But these energies are very subtle. It's not something that, you can go up to your modem, unless you're super sensitive and be like, oh yeah, I feel that, unless, it's just the heat from the electricity. But there's a lot of waves happening around you that you're unaware that can be very harmful. So that's the first thing I would like you guys to do if you're listening, is just be really mindful about your use of electronics and where they are when you sleep. So that's the first tip for today. Another thing I want to tell you about, which I will talk more about next week. So there's 3 sections. There's the science of our cells and how they generate. And then the next section in my book, and for those of you who've recently joined, here's my book. Let me break it down for you. The next section is about thoughts, because thoughts have frequencies. Yes, as we know, we are our own enemies when it comes to thoughts. They're very, very, very toxic. They can also be very healing. So it's important to understand the frequencies of thoughts, because those are the things that we actually do have 100% control of. That's probably the one frequency that you have complete control over, is your thoughts. So we'll talk about those next week. And then the third section in my book is called Foods and Moods, because foods also have frequencies. Yes, they do. So, like I said before, everything has a frequency, and frequencies are either harming or healing us. So if you don't understand what frequencies even are, or where they are, then you're going to have a really hard time understanding which ones are negatively affecting your life. So, what I'm doing, probably indefinitely, because my heart is really in healing people and helping them heal and helping them understand how to heal. I'm not a therapist, I'm not claiming to be a therapist. I'm just a very sensitive, empathic being who can feel whatever it is that you're going through that you might be having difficulty with. So what I'm doing is I'm offering a 30-minute consultation for free, complimentary. There's a link posted on my page that I posted this morning that you can use to schedule. I will also post it on the bottom of this video after it's reposted. But you can schedule your 30-minute complimentary consultation, and we can go a little bit deeper into things that you may be wondering about as far as your environment goes, both surrounding you and internally. And by internal environment, I mean your thoughts, and I mean your foods. I also mean the things that you are putting into your environment, and that can be something as simple as what you're cleaning your house with. Okay, no bleach, no Lysol, no harsh chemicals, because what that does, those chemicals, is they lower your frequency, right? When we're at a lower frequency, our body becomes very vulnerable to sickness and disease. Okay, sickness and disease happens because we're feeding our body low frequencies. So once you understand that we're a frequency being and that we vibrate on a frequency, trust me, you will want to put high frequency things in your surroundings, including your thoughts. So there are so many things that go into healing and holistic healing, because it is a big picture. It's environmental. There's things you can control, there's things you can't control. And like I said, the one thing that you are in control in is your thoughts. So it's really important. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. See? That's a nice thought. Pretty. Beauty. You know? Gratitude. Gratitude is known and has been documented to be one of the higher frequencies of thoughts that you can have. Not just good old happiness, not just love, but gratitude. So find things in your day to be grateful for. When you're feeling a little bummed, or you're just feeling like, you can't snap out of it, just plant yourself, go outside, look at all these beautiful things in our environment that we have, and flowers, go outside, the sun, the sky. Oh yeah, chemtrails, woo! We'll talk about them another day. But anyway, I wanted to at least start my first Facebook Live on Wellness Wednesdays for Holistic Happy Hour. And I'm going to continue to offer the 30-minute consult. So I'll post that link. It's also going to be available on my website, which I'm updating today. So after this evening, my website will be updated. It will also have the link to your complimentary consult. It will also have information about what type of holistic healing consulting that I offer and how I can be of service to you. My website is the name of my book, which is Let Me Break It Down For You. So it's www.letmebreakitdownforyou.com. Again, it will be updated this evening. It will have information on how to connect with me, how to get your 30-minute complimentary consult. And it will also have information on the types of things that I can offer to help you identify. Remember, I'm here to help you identify. Clearing them is a whole nother subject, but what my concern is right now is just helping you identify the energies and the frequencies that are in your environment that could be really hurting you. and harming you. Like, this is not to be taken lightly. There's so many diseases that happen. These people are unaware of, like, how it even happened, you know? And if that's what holistic healing is, it's getting to the root cause of what's happening. It's not about masking symptoms. It's not about, like, what can I do to, you know, make this go away temporarily or to feel better. It's really about, like, getting deep, deep, deep in there and figuring out what those things are that we or you, I will help assist and guide you, need to clear. You need to get that shit out. Real quick story. I don't know if any of you guys followed me last year, last June or July, but I had a 3rd-degree burn on my whole entire thigh that everybody, doctors, professionals, like some nurse for 44 years that she'd never seen anything heal like that in her life, everybody swore to me that it was going to scar. They were telling me that I was crazy for not going to the hospital. And I was like, look, I have everything I need to heal. I've got nature on my side, and I have this positive attitude telling me that I'm fine. You know, part of healing is the belief that you're okay. So, you know, your thoughts become your reality. So if you keep telling yourself you're not okay, that you're sick, or that, you know, or you listen to perhaps a doctor, and I'm not even going to get into my beef with doctors, because a lot of the information they have is stuff that they're told, and they believe it to be true. Okay, holistic, they don't do holistic healing. They don't look at the big picture. They don't look at the whole thing. They say, oh, you have this symptom? Well, then use this Band-Aid, right? So it's really about understanding your body. And doctors don't understand your body because they're not you. Only you understand your body. Only you know what you're putting in your body every single day, from the electrical stuff in your surroundings, to the cleaners that you're using, to the foods that you're ingesting, to the thoughts that you're having. Only you truly, truly know 100% which frequencies are in your surroundings. But it's the awareness of those frequencies that's going to be the kicker here. That's going to be the key in helping you heal and clear them. So, to summarize for today, and thank you for joining me, by the way. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be here every Wednesday at 3 o'clock for Wellness Wednesday during Holistic Happy Hour. And so on my website, you can get your 30-minute complimentary consult. Another way to stay connected, you can sign up for my mailing list. You can have the opt-in. You can also like my Facebook page, Let Me Break It Down For You. I'm also on Instagram, but Let Me Break It Down For You book. But I just post like cool little memes. I'm going to start posting memes of content in my book. So you can follow me on Instagram at Let Me Break It Down For You book. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Let Me Break It Down For You. Or you can just opt in on my website. There's a contact form. You can just opt in, and I'll go ahead and I'll send you some information on how we can stay connected. And if you'd like to purchase the book, or if you're not even sure you want to purchase it, but you just want to peek at it, you know, Amazon Kindle has a free preview. So if you go to Amazon and you look for my book, Let Me Break It Down For You, you can look at the Kindle version, and you can look at like the first, 7 or 8 pages. So it'll give you an idea of what to expect in there. I believe the table of contents is also in there. So, I mean, when I tell you that this literally has everything, it has everything. When I wrote the book, I just knew that I wanted to tell people about energy. But as I started looking in and like looking into Tesla's work and Tesla documentaries, like then he would mention things and I would look at that thing, and then that person would mention something and I would look at that thing, and like down and down and down and down and down the rabbit hole I went, and I was like, oh my God, this information is like mind-blowing. A, they don't teach us it in school. B, they don't report it anywhere on the news. Like, where else do people get their information from? You know, people with families and stuff like that. Like, you don't have time to sit there and research. I don't have kids, so I spent 10 years researching. And my passion was to provide that gift to you guys of information. Because information is power, okay? Information is what you need to take back control of your life. Okay, and it's going to be proper information, helpful information, I should say, because for what's proper, you know, that's subjective. But helpful information is just facts. All I'm doing is presenting you with facts. And the only fact that you need for today to sit on is that we are an energy and frequency being, and that everything in our environment has a frequency. And frequencies are either healing you or they're harming you. And it's very important to understand which is which and how to eliminate or reduce the negative frequencies. You would be so surprised at how many negative frequencies are in your surroundings. I don't care how healthy you eat. I don't care how much you meditate. There could be something else that's in your surrounding that you're unaware of that over time can definitely make you sick. And let's get there before it gets you. So again, I want to thank you guys for joining me on Wellness Wednesday for a Holistic Happy Hour. I'll be here next Wednesday. I'll have a little bit more, and I'd love comments. Hey, what do you guys want to know about? You can leave comments under this Facebook Live. What is it that you're curious about? And I'll include that in another Facebook Live in the future. But if you're really curious and you want to talk to me and you want my time and my expertise and all the time that I put in learning this information, like I said, I'm offering a 30-minute complimentary consult. So I hope you guys will take advantage of that, and I hope that you guys will really take advantage of knowledge, because having this information is really the key to giving you that extra nudge that you need to get where you want to be. And something so simple as just being happy. I mean, being happy shouldn't be hard. Like, our collective consciousness is in panic right now. So my goal is to get you guys a little bit more educated with your surroundings, because if you understand what's happening, then you can be a little gentler with yourselves, right? And if we're kind and gentle with ourselves, then we become more gentle with other people. And then guess what? Our collective consciousness raises. Energy is very, very real. People panicking and watching the news and always being in fear, that's energy. That's energy being put out into the universe, affecting every single one of us. So let's join the positive high vibrational train, and let's raise these vibrations in the universe. Let's do our part. Let's come together. Let's come together as a informed group to raise frequencies. Okay? Because high vibrations, high health, high happiness, right? Are you guys all for that? Look at all these H's. Holistic Happy Hour, high health, high vibrations. Let's work together in creating higher vibrations in your surroundings. And I'm here to offer any knowledge and help and support, accountability, whatever you need to get there, I'm here for you. So again, thank you for joining me on Wellness Wednesday for a Holistic Happy Hour. Thank you for letting me break it down for you. Don't forget to sign up for your free consultation. Again, that link's on my Facebook page. It'll be under this video. It's also going to be on my website, which will be updated by this evening. So until then, stay high, as in vibrations. Think positive. Have gratitude. Get outside. Nature, look at this. Nature has one of the most healthy frequencies for us. That's why I feel so good when you go outside, because the frequencies are in tune with what our body craves. Okay? So that television, yeah, those EMFs coming off the television, your microwave when you're cooking dinner, those EMFs coming off, no bueno. Okay? So let's start reducing these negative frequencies that are affecting our health. Okay? So thank you very much. So much love goes out to you guys just for taking time to care about yourself. Sorry, I lost connection. So anyway, I think that's it. I could just go on and on because I have so much love for people, and I just want to see more people happy and healthy. So until next time, enjoy the rest of your week. Happy thoughts, happy vibes, happiness. I love you.